Greetings, friends. This is Swain from Freedom of Religion South Africa for SA. The CRL Rights Commission has issued a media statement claiming that it has both the mandate and support to introduce legislation that would impose a peer review committee system to regulate religion. Now, on the surface, that might sound reasonable, but the facts tell a very different story. First, let's be clear. Parliament has already dealt with this matter comprehensively. In 2018, the COGTA Committee carefully looked at the CRL's proposals and it did not support them. The committee did, however, recognise two important things. Number one, the CRL is not the body mandated to regulate the religious sector. And two, there are already enough existing laws to deal with any and all abuses it discovered. What is missing is effective and proper law enforcement. Now, in July this year, the Speaker of Parliament confirmed in writing that the COGTA 2018 report lapsed at the end of that Parliament and was never revived. In other words, it has no legal force today that the CRL can rely upon. Second, the CRL claims that there is no code of conduct in its press release, and so it must develop one, but that's simply not true. In 2018, the Council for the Protection of Religious Rights and Freedoms, following a proposal by TISA, developed a comprehensive code of conduct for religions in South Africa. This code is grounded in the Religious Freedom Charter, which was adopted by more than 20 million South Africans across all faiths. It provides a clear, voluntary framework of accountability by the faith community and for the faith community. Since then, voluntary self-regulations of churches has actually accelerated and improved. In 2021, Pastor Bert Pretorius established the South African Community of Faith-Based Fraternals and Federations, SACOFF, and today it represents 229 networks with 20,902 churches and around 5 million Christians. So that shows real, measurable progress in self-regulation, demonstrating there is no need for state control or interference. The CRL, by the way, are also ignoring the outcomes of the National Religious Leaders Summit, which they convened in 2019. Then leaders from across the spectrum said that it was, and I quote, inappropriate and unacceptable for the CRL to dictate to the church how to regulate its affairs. The summit made it clear, state regulation of religion is not an option. But let's remember, South Africa already has strong laws, criminal laws, child protection, consumer protection, tax laws, and these apply equally to everyone. And by the way, there's no such thing as a spiritual crime. If the law is broken, it must and should be enforced by the state firmly and fairly. Finally, we also note something that is deeply concerning. This Section 22 committee the CRL has set up has targeted just one sector, the Christian community. But any law it proposes will affect all faiths. That's discriminatory, and it breaches Section 9 of our Constitution, which guarantees equality before the law. Friends, South Africa has already had this debate. Parliament, the courts of public opinion, and the faith community herself has all made it clear. State regulation of religion is unnecessary, unworkable, unaffordable, and unconstitutional. The CRL's latest move threatens not only the religious freedom under Section 15, but also equality of the law under Section 9. So, I urge every faith leader, do not be misled by half-truths. Stand firm. Our freedom of religion, our equality before the law must not be surrendered to state control. For more information and to support for SA, please visit our website. Thank you and God bless.
Good day. This is Liesl Pretorius, Head of Legal at Freedom of Religion South Africa. Remember to like and subscribe this video and then click on the subscribe button. That way you make sure that you will never miss our videos and important updates on issues affecting religious freedom.